I didn't really expect much when starting Octopath Traveler. This is a game that kind of went under my radar at every Nintendo Direct and event. My first impression was, wow, these visuals look amazing. What a unique way to take 2D assets, putting it into a kind of pseudo 3D environment and using Unreal to do some amazing light rendering. And the particle effects with the sand sparkling and the snow, wow, I was blown away. It was a game that I continued to show off to people when I was showing them the Switch, like, oh, look at this game, dude. Playing through the first demo, I was really impressed with the world, the story, the visuals. I got really invested in the character I was going through and the story that was being told. But as soon as I got to my first battle, I was like,
ready or not, here I come.
No. Two things in games that's never worked for me: random encounters and turn-based combat. Turn-based, in my opinion, has only worked in 2 games: Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door, and Mario and the Luigi series. It's never felt like the right solution to combat. Yes, they offer different depth and strategies. To me, it's always just messed with the pacing of the game. Really, like you're just going from one encounter to the next. But when the game started nearing release, I thought I'd give it at least another shot with the prologue demo. Rather than like the previous demo, this one gave you the option to choose from all different 8 playable characters. You had this dude that made potions, you had the big knight dude, this girl, I think she heals stuff. Ooh, look at her. Okay, badass huntress with a bow, I can dig that. Okay, summon beast, what is Lindy? Oh my god, it's a giant cat! I took my time to enjoy her story, meet the people in her village, becoming absorbed in the world and environment and the interesting people I met in it, being absolutely impressed by the visuals as well as the pixel character designs. I was really getting into the story, and then the game finally opened up saying, okay, time to go to the next character. I'm like, what? I can do this again with another character? So I made my way to my next town, and the game continued to impress me. Meeting these new characters, experiencing their lives, each town feeling distinct from the next, having a different vibe to it. And with each character addition to my team, I only getting stronger to taking on more impressive foes. I was getting obsessed. Absolutely obsessed. Completely immersed into the experience. And then, oh, what? It's over? Yep, yeah, I'm gonna have to get this game. When I got the full game, everything was great. By the time I got to my 5th chapter 1, okay, life is all good. Uh-oh, something bad happened. We should do something. Quick, let's go to this cave that happens to be right here next to town. Okay, skip the enemies, boss time.
Thou didst fight with courage.
Well, time to go to the next town. The introduction chapters for each character begun to get repetitive and felt very cookie cutter. So you think to kind of mix up the gameplay, instead of just constantly banging my head against all these chapter 1 prologues, maybe instead I could move on to a character's chapter 2 to kind of mix up the gameplay a bit and get some new story beats there. However, all the chapter 2 levels were at a way higher level cap than I was. So my only options were to grind my level way up so then I could finally actually take on that chapter 2, or continue to crawl my way through 3 more chapter 1. Yes, finally time to move on to a chapter 2. I'm done with these intros. Oh, something is wrong here too. Okay, well, I guess we'll go to another cave, run away from that, and boss.
Time for the main event.
Come on, I can't. Okay, take 2. Come on. Okay, just use this move, and come on, no. Okay, we're fine, this is all good, we're all good. I give up. I found myself still very underleveled and very unequipped to take on these next challenges. I tried. I banged my head against that stupid boss for so long, and finally I'm like, you know what? I'm done. In the end, I just had to resort to looking up information to how to power myself up. And as a player, I never want to do that. I want to be able to experience the game on my own, but I felt just hopeless. I completed all the intros and I still wasn't at a point where I could take on the next story beat, so I just didn't know what to do. I knew I needed to be stronger, I needed new gear, and I needed to be a higher level. So the only way to get good gear in this game is go to the outer cities, where you're way under leveled. You have to travel your way across level 50 areas, use the save checkpoints as little havens to kind of progress your way across and hope you can get to the town in time before you get to your next random encounter. Once you get there, you go up to some of the villagers and use the steal or the pickpocket ability, and you check and see what items or weapons they might have in their pockets. This is where you get the best items in the game. There's like a dagger that does 350 damage, there's a staff that does 300 elemental damage. It's all amazing equipment, but it's only a 3% chance of you stealing it. So what you do is you save, you try 5 times, and then you save scum, and you keep going to reset your reputation so you don't waste money just spending on that. Yes, this is the best way to actually get good gear. The stuff they sell in shops are never really that good, so you have to go out of your way to a town or a city that is way out of your level range in order to actually get good gear for what you're working with. Quest really doesn't give you that good of stuff. Shops in all the towns you're actually leveled to doesn't really give you that good of stuff either. So yes, save scumming in higher level areas is the best way to get gear. And as a design standpoint, was that intentional? Was this supposed to be how it was done? Then there's subclasses. These play a large role, and if you aren't optimizing your party, you're basically wasting your time. And this is where I found another inherent problem. So in order to discover the shrines of the subclasses, the player is expected to explore. However, because of the random encounters, the player is discouraged to explore in the environment and instead goes from story beat to story beat because they don't want to have to deal with countless enemy after enemy after enemy and mindless battles. But the subclasses are integral to the success of the players in battle. So why is something this important delegated to the player's choice of exploration? So in order to do well in battle, you need to explore and find these shrines. But in order to explore and find these shrines, you need to go through countless and countless battles. And even beyond that, it was an optional thing. I didn't even know those were there. So perhaps after completing a chapter 1, the game could have hinted at or even gave you like a kind of mandatory side quest objective to explore for the shrine while on your way to the next destination. Because most of these shrines are on the road path to the next road to collect the next character. So in theory, the way you could do it is as you travel around the world to collect all the characters, you can also get the shrines on the road on the way. However, I didn't know that. I had all the characters and I was well into my first chapter 2 before I even had any idea where even any of these subclasses were. And these subclasses are so important because once you have them, it's like you have all 8 players. You could have your 4 party members and then you could have them subclass to the other 4 party members. So then you have all 8 classes working together in unison. So yeah, it's really important. Okay, I now have my subclasses optimized. I am a team equipped with OP weapons. I'm ready to take on this boss. Oh yeah, dude, this is amazing. This is the game. Oh yeah, killing him. Got him. Okay, time for the next town. I like the idea of having multiple protagonists and the freedom to navigate their narratives at your will. But why even have them travel together if there's hardly any interaction? Here and there are some travel banter where 2 of the members exchange some optional dialogue, but nothing that would drastically affect the story. When you start a new chapter, it's very much that character's chapter, and the rest of the party doesn't exist. No, really, they don't exist at all in the narrative. All the cutscenes and story beats only involve the party member whose story it is. Come on, team, let's go up this way, and oh, okay, now it's just Teresa. Yep. Oh, now everyone's back. Okay, come on, guys, let's go and go to the next thing. And that's not even mentioning how bland and tropey some of these characters actually are. Here's a knight. He used to fight, but now he doesn't fight. Someone in his past returns? Is it revenge? Is it something to get back from him? Actually, we don't even know. Maybe they just want to chat over some drinks. She's a merchant. She's born and raised to sell stuff. She wants to travel the world and sell stuff. He's an apothecary. He heals a girl. He wants to travel the world to heal stuff. Wait, really? Admittedly, there are some good stories tucked in there, but I feel like spreading the game across 8 different, unconnected stories made some shine brighter than others. Because of this idea, the game had to be designed around players having the freedom to navigate these narratives in any custom order. There was definitely a challenge for the designers to really make sure the experience was balanced through and through. So, if I'm not a fan of the combat, I don't like the balancing, some of the characters and stories come across as bland, then why do I keep coming back? Oh my gosh, this looks amazing. Look at that. Oh my god, I'm blown away. This just looks, can you believe, oh, this just looks, wow. Oh, and the music, the music is just, and the visuals, oh, so good. This is the best game. Oh, right. Even with the issues that it has, I keep trying to give this game a chance. And with it selling out in other territories, it's safe to say it's doing well, and Square Enix should definitely be happy. Perhaps we could see some other Square properties like Chrono Trigger or Final Fantasy III remade in this Octopath engine, because I know fans would go absolutely crazy for that. This game does try to take steps to modernize the formula of the SNES area of JRPGs, but many shortcomings of the genre are still present here. Each character does have a unique playstyle in battle, and there is immense customization with battle strategy switching between the 8 playable characters, as well as equipping one of the 8 subclasses for each. So because of that, there is depth to the combat, but besides that gimmick, it's very much just click a move, it does damage. Some characters and stories are definitely stronger than others, but a lot of it feels very disconnected from the rest of the party, and feels like a collection of short stories more than it does as an overarching narrative. The visuals, yeah, they're stunning. They look amazing. And like I said, it does bring me great joy that this game is doing successfully, because it'll only mean we can get games in a similar art style like this soon that can maybe be even a better experience, fixing some of the issues I've had with the turn-based combat, the balancing, as well as the narrative progression. Overall, I still did like this game, and I'm still liking it. I still have a lot still to explore, and I'm still trying to give it a chance to impress me. I do have a concern though, is like the farther I keep playing, will the stories keep getting repetitive, or once I get to chapter 3s or even 4s, will the stories start to diversify more and not be the same kind of style thing every time? At the end of the day, this game still has an amazing presentation. The voice acting is very impressive and really brings impact to the scenes that they're in, the really important cutscene. Yes, some of the dialogue is cringy, but if you can get into it, it's pretty good. And admittedly, yes, each character's story feels vastly different from the next, as well as the towns and environments all feel distinct and unique and have their own feel and vibe to the town. It's all very immersive in that way. And the music, oh yeah, the music's good. The music's good. I'm still having a lot of fun with it. Yes, it has its issues, but it's been fun for me. But what do you guys think? Have any of you picked up Octopath Traveler? What are your opinions about the game? Definitely let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give this video a big awesome like, and if you haven't already, definitely subscribe for tons more on Octopath Traveler, as well as other Nintendo Switch content. Thanks again guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya!